No Sam. Oh, there it is. There it. Oh, there it is. All right, bro. What the hell? Oh man. Oh, Chatadonia. That was just weird. That just got even today. Just got even weirder. My computer just froze. I haven't had a computer seizure in a long time. They just really wanted to fuck with us today, huh? Oh yeah, that one was again. I think it was Starbucks. I think I moved it. I might have spilled coffee. I don't know what it was. Yeah, Starbucks. I'm out. I had to leave Starbucks now. So they were playing with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Part three, day 5. Let's go, baby. Nah, we good, man. It's Palantir. It's the banks. That's it. I fully blame the banks. No other culprit comes to mind. I'm going full tinfoil. I'm going full tinfoil. I'd say I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not even aiming small time. You know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even like, nah. At this point, this ain't. I'm going straight to the bank. I blame the banks. I blame the banks. 1,000,000%. I don't even think I could even talk about the banks or bonds. I mean, that's anytime we get into that, it's actually it becomes an issue. What I have up there? Bowen, then EUFN. Live at Petco Park, baby. Dodge and weave, baby. Bob and weave, baby. Bob and weave. Is it bob and weave or dodge and weave? You might just change my whole vocabulary. China banks, no. China has their own thing going on, but realistically, I mean, you get a banking crisis in Europe and in the United States. I mean, at that point, everything's clapped. You know what I'm saying? Everything is clapped at that point. Is dodge and weave? I thought it was bob and weave. I thought it's Bob. Yeah, I don't know who Bob was. I've never used Bob as an adjective. Maybe bobbing for apples. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, I haven't turned the Twitch back on just in case. I want to see. I don't know. I might get cut out again. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on now after that. So that one was a more of a unforeseen one. I think everything was unforeseen, but you know, we're just gonna blame. I don't know, JP. I think I shouldn't. Maybe it's Western Alliance. I don't know. FRC. It's one of them. It's one of them. Call the police. No, it's good, man. We're chill. Like, I feel actually really excited. Because if somebody just wanted to clap me, they definitely would have already clapped me. So, like, at this point, that means they love me. And I'm a loving individual. So, I think we good. I think we just going to have some technical difficulties. That's about it, man. That's all. They just want, you know, that's all. Just make a little bit of technical difficulties. That's it. Hey, man, I think, right? I think so. Yeah, I think we're good. We love you. I love you too, man. Good morning. Good morning. JPM, no, not Goldman either. I wish we shorted it. Again, I had the shorts on both of them. I closed them out, but I was even saying how yesterday with JP Morgan, we were talking about how it's not even moving. Uh-oh. Santander halted part of their auto sale unit, or the sale. I think they're selling bonds. What is that? Santander halts 942 million subprime auto sale amid turmoil. On Wednesday, they delayed the sale, so it's not too bad, but pretty much they're slowing instead of adding more bonds to the market, which is, you'd think people want to buy it, but interesting. Put up the likes. Now you have 3 times to like the video. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You get 3 opportunities to like the video. Do you realize how rare that is? So it's great. I hope you take this moment to utilize once in a lifetime opportunity, because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You get an opportunity. Yeah, I'm at Subway now. Let's go. We gotta be on the move and somewhere where that preferably has vegetables and food. CS is next. CS is already, I mean, Credit Suisse has been collapsing for how long now? Like, that's the thing about it, is that it's not like, bro, this has been, what did they say? I think someone said Credit Suisse is like the slowest car crash that's ever happened. So, like, even in a weird way, most people already are hedged on Credit Suisse, unless they did short-term ones. But anybody with big money in Credit Suisse, anybody who's already been on this, I mean, you've been hedged on this for forever. It's a snail crash. SPY's coming down again. You went back up here to open, came back up. That was VWAP right at the close, and then now you're getting a couple of red candles, giving it back up. Out of the bank, what do you think about travel, cruise? They're getting clapped. I think they're just with the market right now. The bank thing is the biggest issue. It doesn't matter what type of company you have right now. It's just like the number one threat to stocks in every company in the world really does boil down to the banking system of the United States. So it's like if you have that actually deteriorate and you actually have instability there, it doesn't, nothing else matters in the weirdest way possible. So it's like I think any other stocks right now that are getting clapped, they are getting clapped in response to the overall market, and some more than others. Like even related to kind of demand destruction and even financing, it kind of makes sense why energy is getting knocked off here even today compared to the last 3 days. Even the defensives are going down. You know, one thing that I think we've talked about, but it kind of gets overlooked, is simply that the Dow Jones has been giving up everything. Don't forget, in October, the Dow Jones was the monster, and now the Dow Jones has led almost all the way back down. So this was that big bull market for the Dow Jones. That thing has now been clapped and is finally given up. It's tech's turn. Surprisingly, tech isn't dying. So, like, right now, this isn't even tech. This is now everything, and then just the banks, and banks are still in the gutter there, and now people are worried if this does have other spread. And then now too, you also have a mini what's it called? You have a Fed rate pause being priced in as of now. What was the other one? Dow. Microsoft has been leading all day. We're back temporarily. We'll see how long this one lasts. All right. Near the first couple of lows of the days, this is where we all started to get clapped. All units be advised, silver Honda Civic, license plate RUG-PUL. Driver considered bearishly short and dangerous. Approach with long terms ready. Hey, man, Raul. License plate rug pull. He's out there. That's why everyone's buying the bonds as protection. It's okay. I got separation anxiety too. It sucks. It's so weird. Bro, it's so weird when it just gets quiet in between 6 a.m. and 1 p.m. I'm not used to that. I don't know how to react. It's so weird. Like, and then the market's moving, but then you don't hear, like, it's like I was looking at my stock charts, but then sound wasn't coming out. Like, I wasn't talking, and like I didn't hear anything. Then I turned on the Bloomberg. It was just weird, man. It's just weird. I didn't know this wasn't audio included, you know? That's okay. We made it. We made it. Yeah, the Twitch is. I might get the Twitch up here in a little bit, but I just don't want to. I want to see what's fucking up. Because that last shutdown was weird. The Wells Fargo thing with the shelf offering, people are saying it's for other reasons. I think it's bearish, but a lot of people are trying to say it's like, oh, it's this, is that. Like they're pretty much trying to say it's chill. They're trying to say it's for normal procedure. They always do it, and it's supposed to like balance everything out. I don't know. New York Fed receives no bids at overnight reverse repo. Silicon Valley hit with widespread power outages after storm. I feel right in the middle of it. We back. Yeah, Powell. I mean, right now, I don't know, dude. This is weird. Because remember I was telling you yesterday how, like, it was like, okay, maybe we potentially have a pivot. And then yesterday I'm like, okay, maybe yesterday cemented 25 basis points. And now to wake up today and then, boom, another bank issue overseas. And now we're pricing in a pause. I'm telling you, like, this is actually, like, wild. All of this is, like, like, every single day now, the market is going back and forth. But what is going on with bonds is, like, the ground is moving. I don't know if you call it an earthquake, but the ground beneath the bonds right now, it is all moving. Something is tweaking out, or at the very least, without trying to, like, we kind of already know it's tweaking out, but it just, like, to keep it simple, is that the uncertainty right now in the market is so heavy. And this back and forth with the cuts and not cuts is very, very, like, that's where the volatility really is coming from. Uber call sweeps. Well, Uber is down and Lyft is up. But then again, Lyft was already priced for destruction. Kroger's on the high. What was that other one? Kohl's. Kohl's is doing good. MPW hates us. The NASDAQ hasn't reacted. It is and it isn't. I mean, one thing you got to keep in mind is that bonds and even bond probability of going down is back on the rise. So they're benefiting off of the lower yields. But the tech had the biggest rally so far. This is kind of reminding me when the Dow had the move. And then just like you have to think about it right now, even yesterday you had evidence of it. Cathie Woods. More people bought Cathie Woods ETF ARK yesterday. More inflows came into that fund than at the beginning in the peak of 2021. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying with that. That is insane, but you have to really ask yourself why that is rational. Why was there billions of dollars that decided I am going to go and buy a gigantic basket of unprofitable tech? You really got to think about that. Anybody? I already told you why. Why? Why, Josh? What's the reason? Oh my gosh, Josh, I liked the video. Tell me the reason. It's because people are saying that if the rates get cut, or if they even get like a pause but lower interest rates, that will help out the unprofitable tech stocks. So that's part of why the NASDAQ could be holding up here when you're really looking at it, is that a big factor of this is that that's why I'm saying it's kind of weird, because this is the closest we've been ever in the last 12 months to maybe since last April, that closest we've been to pricing in a pause, and we are much lower on the market. But then again, NASDAQ is holding up better, and then now the Dow has given up some of that. I agree with it a little bit. I think when they pause, or if they pause here shortly, or if they cut, it will be short-term extremely bullish But then I do believe that will eventually be our demise. And that's it. That this 10-year, 15-year bull rally is over. And then we're going to get one big flush through with the banks and everybody else. And then we will bounce after that. But that's if they actually get to that point. So, yeah, full-on recession at that point. If we get a pause or a cut anytime, I'm going to stick with cut. I don't know. That's the confusing part because I don't know what a pause would do. But I do think a pause would initially have a bullish reaction. I'm a little bit confused about it because the reason why we're getting a pause, this is the worst reason possible. So it's not like you're getting a pause because Powell is celebrating inflation coming down. You're not getting a pause because the government and Powell did their job. You're getting a pause because literal banks in the United States and Europe are now failing or on the brink of failure. So that's why you're getting a pause. So the question is the admission of that as bullish? So in March of 2020, with the market, the first emergency rate cut, you had a little bit of a bounce, but then you ended up coming down. But let me see. Let me see if I could find it for you. Damn, you gonna make me go to a 5-year chart, dog? So this is what I would expect if you get a pause. Is this it? No. Where is my Fed? No, it's not. Which one is it? Here, let me just pull it back up for you. But this is what I think. If you get a pause, I think you're going to get this. Do you guys see this? This was March 2nd. Using that logic, you would have lost your shirt in 2020. Yeah, I think 2020 was different in the sense that it was a pandemic related. But then also, with this logic, you would have been good. Pretty much short the first pause or cut and then buy the second one. But this was in March, so this is what I'm trying to show. Let's see. Yeah, it was March 3rd. So March 2nd, March 3rd, this is where the Fed cut rates the first time. Then the market dropped, and then they waited till March 15th. And then they cut again, and then we still went a little lower, and then you went up from there. So it's like maybe you'll get a short-term bullish reaction off of a pause, and then I think we'll go down, and then eventually they'll cut rates, and then I think we'll know it's good. We are pausing because inflation is coming down in the bank issue. Why make more complicated? I'm not following. That's what we're not. They're not pausing because of inflation is stopping. That's not what the data in the last couple of data sets showed. Where if we did get a pause, it would be solely because the banking collapse. And that right there that's not a reason why you want to pause. So just like if you're getting a rate cut, again, you have to think about it. Anytime the government or anything, if you intervene in a situation, that is saying that there is a problem. So in this case, stopping a preset plan that we've been on to go and now cut rates or pause the rate hiking cycle, that wouldn't be good. And like I talked about earlier, there's a good chance we try to do what Europe did and try to separate the financial stability from in the inflation plan, which they did when the gilt situation exploded in October, and they were still able to raise rates while creating emergency bond loan programs for anybody in trouble. But for the most part, though, if hopefully the Fed does that, if the Fed does that, then there's no panic because then that means the Fed will raise rates. But if they pause right now, that would mean at this point it's because the banking system is at a big enough threat where they see it in the best interest of everything and their goals to do that. So it's not off of inflation coming down. If they paused off of inflation coming down, then that would be better. than not. But sadly, the data doesn't show that. I mean, we are not pausing because we got 6% inflation and it's been going up for 3 months. Oh, wait, I don't even have my other chart up. Yeah, you're moving up here. Again, that little bouncing drop off of VWAP. Now you're above it, but you've been holding up since that 38.27. Why did the stream get clapped? A couple of reasons. We'll talk about it on the watch list today. Day number 5. It's very, very important. The banks are fine. It's the fear that's clapping the banks. Yes, and kind of yes and no. It's just getting weird in the sense that it is a real threat, though, if at this point, if people do pull money out, and then now, it's a domino effect. That's what everybody said. Everyone's just one domino fell, and they're trying to stop it. So whether you're afraid of it or not, whatever you think the reason would be, the point is that potentially another domino could fall, and that is what everybody is trying to avoid. ES 3901 is not too bad considering. Wall impact up. I think they're going to move with all the other banks, and then just like I said, any bank right now, the lower the share price, the higher the chances of them getting clapped. Just simply because now, if they are whatever they're going through, whatever their balance sheet, unrealized losses, again, depositors is what I believe is the big issue. But now, the lower their share price, that's one less source of capital that they could raise money. And then if they do try to raise money with the shares, there's a good chance that will trigger a bank run on that bank. Do you guys see the logic? So that's the point of yesterday's video. And now, I mean, it's literally this morning, everybody was talking about that with Credit Suisse. Because now even Credit Suisse, when your stock is $1.90, and I mean, just like that's big differences from being at $4 not too long ago. So now, even if you wanted to raise money, you can't. And then even if you did, it's not gonna. All that would do would create a run on your bank. So that's the problem now with any of these regional banks here, is that you got to be able to. You have to stand through the fear. That's it. So if you could hold your fear level, and whether people are buying in or buying out, whether you have bond losses or not, you should be expected to hold up here. And if you can't, and you need to raise money, whether it's by selling securities or selling your own stock, everybody is going to run on you. Does that make – I think that's a very simple way to put it. I think that's exactly where we're at right now. And so that in a weird way, this is like a real-life stress test we're putting on the banks. So you should be able to withstand the stress. But if in this stress now you need to raise money through shares or through whatever, selling an asset that would not be in your best interest to sell, then boom, you're done. everybody is gonna run on you right now, and I think that's exactly where we're at with this point today on the 5th here. More bank runs are possible, but not probable. Well, yes, and I agree with that 1,000,000%. But right now, the point is we have a week. That's it. All we have is a week to find out. So in between today and next Wednesday, as long as nothing gets absolutely demolished and no other bank goes belly up, then it's all determined. It all comes down to what Powell does with rates. So that's what everyone's going to be watching till then. And that's why now then the bank prices are going to have their stress. And then sadly, you do have the ECB tomorrow. So now not only do you have a European bank and people are scrambling, you have the European Fed, and they're going to go make a decision to raise rates or not. And then that is going to have a lot of things. So pretty much banks, you should pray if you don't want to see any more bank runs, you should pray that between now and Powell, no other bank goes belly up and no other bank has to access a government facility. If they do that, then I think at that point, one more bank going belly up would probably be enough for Powell to pause, maybe cut. But that's where now we just have to wait to see what Powell does. The gravity. We're not like falling at every level. We just opened up low, but it's the banking, and it felt like the last 2 days the situation was like it was hot, but it cooled down. Then yesterday's little sell off of the gains, that brought back the paranoia, and then now you wake up and you're damn tripping out here about Credit Suisse in Europe when everybody thought, at the very least, if the way people were looking at it was that if Europe was going to get dragged into this, it was going to be in like 3 months. It wasn't going to be immediately. So now you have another one. So just we're taking baby steps, but today was kind of a bigger step. But the situation of this whole, so on and so forth bank run, that is now coming to life, or it's taking another step. He has to keep hiking. I think he can if they create either a government backstop, guarantee of all deposits, which would be wild, or if they create a separate facility. So pretty much I wouldn't be surprised if Powell, this could be the shit he pulls out of his hat, where he's going to pretty much say, listen, we're going to raise a quarter basis point, but then we're going to launch a $100 billion loan facility to back anybody who needs to collateral for their bonds. I could see that happening. That way, that's what Europe did. And I really think that would be the best way to acknowledge the fight on inflation while at the same time providing support for financial stability. Yeah, fake, but they're not going to call it QE, but it's going to be QE. Exactly. But then while raising rates, they're going to do what the ECB did. That's it. They're going to hit the gas and brake at the same time. They're going to say, well, we're still going to raise rates, but then we're going to back everything up with a bond, a free loan facility for whoever needs it. So then that way we're still going to be stimulating the bond market to ensure the financial system and plumbing keeps working while at the same time putting rates up. So I don't know. Anything could happen right now. That's kind of where we're at, mother effers. This is you know what I'm saying? Like, we could give you're going to hear a lot of smart people talk. I could give you some smart people talk, and we could speculate this on days, but just like, I hope it is clear. Ain't nobody fucking know right now. And like, nobody, like, anything is going to, you are just a couple events away, a couple of days away, a big expiration too. But like right now with the Fed futures, and even just the bond market hasn't moved like this in ages, bro. So just at the end of the day, I don't think anybody knows right now, and that's why it's smart to buy bonds. It's low key. That's just the word on the street right now. That's what's going around. If you're wrong, you lose out. If you hit the bonds, you're gonna get a baby TLT. The sad part is that bond volatility, this move is already bigger than March 2020, and no TLT was created. We were up like 10,000% by this point. So. But again, I mean, I have a bond play already. It's up the same amount as Friday. I don't know about all in, but people are buying fixed income as protection right now. I think cash is a win-win. I think, worst case, you don't get any crazy gains. But as of now, that seems to be where it's at. BNP refusing to write CDs for Credit Suisse. Muni bonds, no. Treasuries. But cash you lose from inflation. I mean, here's a fun fact. If the banking shit collapses to the point the Fed has to cut rates, bro, there's no more inflation. I'll tell you that. I'll guarantee it, or your money back. But it's just at that point you're not going to get inflation. That's not going to be your worry. That means deflation is that's it. The chances of a deflationary environment occurring in 3 to 6 months will be very high. Don't take deflation for 500. I mean, let's just bear with me for a second. Let's assume SVB didn't get backstopped by the Fed. What would have happened? Not to mention everybody who already owned common stock of SVB is wiped out, which is a drop in the bucket, though, if you think about it. You know why? Because SIVB, where was it? At the time of the halt, it was halted at $6 billion. Dude, that's nothing. You know that, right? That's nothing. So I'm sure more people probably put more money into it, but that all the shareholders are already wiped out. But just imagine the government, the FDIC, and the Fed, they did not create an emergency backstop facility. And let's say now $170 billion in the economy was no longer accessible in 24 hours. And then another $50 billion from Signature, unable to get accessed. And then again, if the stock market kept selling off because no backstop, and again, this is all money in this just now. Imagine it goes poof, gone. You're not able to access it. What do you think would happen to economic activity and or just the dollar in general? So this is why I'm saying that if you actually had this situation boil over and we get rate cuts and all of that, we would get deflation because the dollar would be stronger. That's it. The dollars would be missing. The supply of dollars just vanished now, or inaccessible. But then that would be that would be fear. It'd be mass fear. And at that point, economic activity, the psychology behind investing, all the money would tighten up. So your inflation would go out the window. Pretty much this idea that inflation is being driven by demand would go out the window. You would get your recession. But that's why I think recession is deflation. So that's why I'm saying it's like I wouldn't really if something did pop off, I wouldn't be really bonds obviously are the play. But even then, if you even if that didn't happen though, it's just like deflation is the next risk. And essentially, if the Fed has to cut, then I don't think we're worried about inflation anymore because deflationary factors would be hitting. Deflation will be transitory, yes. Till inflation roars back again. I don't know if someone will buy out Credit Suisse is a mess. It's been like this for a long time. And then the only people who could have bought them just said today they don't want to buy them. They're like, nah, we don't want those problems. The Swiss National Bank could definitely nationalize them, but you have to ask yourself what you're going to do with all their debt. You can't just disappear it. Long-term text, any suggestions? Maybe refill out the form. That's weird. You should be getting them. The latest one was sent out yesterday. Some quant funds have suffered record losses after SVB's collapse. So that's contagion part 2. Apparently now some of the people who traded SVB got knocked. Morgan Stanley taps new commodities chief. Where's the dollar? The country code. No, it should be assumed it's 1. We should have known after SI. We should have. I mean, technically, it was the same day SI said that they're shuttering business. That's when the SVB came out. Of Robinhood. Man, did you see Robinhood, though? It sucks. Because, like, people who had SVB weekly puts on Robinhood that were about to expire, they would have been, like, in the money like by, like, 15 grand. Robinhood won't even let you exercise it because Robinhood doesn't allow shorting shares. So even if you had a put and you said, hey, I want to exercise this option, Robinhood doesn't even allow – they don't even allow you to go short. And then if you try to transfer it to another brokerage, the option, chances are it's probably going to expire by then. Where's Boeing? I'm glad those bank options actually held, bro. I'm excited now. I thought I was going to get EWG'd on the EUFN, but that's a good sign for now if we have those plays. They don't have as much time, but the fact that they're already working off the bat is a very good sign. We're not going to get too clapped. Because remember last time it was a struggle to get 100%. You should already have like just under 200% on those. And then there's still like another $2 of upside potentially. That's I think if we go back to October levels. So like EUFN, yeah, you would that would be $3 in the money. So I'm gonna be holding these. We have till April, but you would need something even bigger than this so far. But this one is already wild. Small banks get negatively affected. Yeah, just pretty much if they don't have the balance sheet to be able to hold it up, and depending on what other stuff they have, like with the bonds or anything else of that nature. The EUFN, I think we made the play on Friday. When did we get it? I think I got it on Friday. Or no, I think I got it on Monday. I think I grabbed it on the E-Trade. We grabbed it 3:13 at close. So yeah, I grabbed it close of Monday. And then that was it. OTC tickers. I mean, be careful. Mint is actually pretty cool, but you just got to be careful. Limit break buys free NFT. Schumer says he asked NTSB to probe freight rail companies. Alito 1. Welcome. Hope Russian conflict doesn't clap the markets. Yeah, we haven't heard about that. Zikas. Welcome, my friend. Market kind of dipping here. So watch out if we go below any of those levels. Apple's still holding. Apple's still at 150, man. So that'd be the next one. Remember, I was talking about Apple still has a lot of meat on the bone, low key. They have just been unstoppable. I kind of want to do it. And the money and the ticker's halted. You should be able to exercise it, but you got to make sure you do it with the right timing. All right, dude. I shorted 100 shares of Apple, 150, 157. $151. Oh, leader one, 20 memberships. God bless you, my friend. Oh, all right, let me get this one out. Leader one, bro. 20 showing love. Where is it? Where's my... Oh, that's the broken one. That's the broken one. Oh, wait. I broke all of them? Hold on. Don't worry. We got it back up. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is, baby. Amen. Amen. Good morning. Good morning. God bless you, leader one. Let's go. Let's get you a horn. I got the horns. They're just all over the place. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Starbucks horn. I know. Starbucks, they don't really have a good horn selection. So I've been kind of waiting on that, you know? So I was a little disappointed. Damn, everybody and their mom bought those bonds. I felt naked. I felt naked without you, too. It's good. I'm glad we're here, Brand. Glad we're here. Let's see. This could help. Oh, whoa. What was that pop? I'm looking at some options here. SEC has evolved. No. Oh, you got a little quick pop out of nowhere. Those are two big candles. I mean, I feel like you've been dealing with that all day. Two-year, 10-year. No. We could go over Adobe in a little bit. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin speaks in briefing. Adobe will be, I did an Apple short today. Apple shorts, I either do really good on those or those clap the shit out of me. So we will see on the next episode. Meta's up too still. All the options going to clap. It just, I mean, once the volatility dies from here, I think options will get clapped. But even the fact that the VIX is even moving, I mean, it makes sense some of the options are working there. Again, any options on the dollar or Europe I've gotten, they went up. The dollar went up 30%, and then the Euro plays went up like 190. But I think you just, once the volatility stops, maybe. But I think we're going to probably have heightened volatility here for a little bit. You are moving up. NVIDIA is leading there, bro. Big candles. Russia is running out of capability and friends, says Austin. I'm seeing just headlines related to Defense Secretary, but that's it. That was up too. You've done this, what, 3 times now? The second time? You just randomly sell off and then just 2 green shoots at the wall. Maybe plunge protection team full effect. I don't know. But Chad, I love you. God bless you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. But don't get mad at me. I have to go to the bathroom. Okay, I hope I don't get like fully clapped, but I think we're good for now. I do have to go to the bathroom. So it's good, man. I think we're good to go. We're good to go, baby. We're good to go. So follow me on Instagram at The Trading Fraternity. I love you. I will be right back. God bless America. Oh, shit. It didn't play the sound? Oh, I just realized. It's okay. I already went to the bathroom. Dude, all of my audio has been messed up. Here, how about now?
The trades took place.
Now do you hear
it?
But
we don't know if it really happened outside of the plan. In other words, did he have material non-public information at the time the plan was written? And that is the key.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a
If he had that material non-public information at the time the plan was written on January 26th. So the SEC is looking at what happened around those days in January to see if there really were any violations.
There's a lot to unpack there, Amy, and I'm sure the investigations will bear it out in time, but the lack of a risk manager and the lack of other controls within that company that we know to be true have already contributed, I guess, more to a bigger issue about trust, not just trust in this particular bank itself, but also in the regulators and the banking system writ large.
That's true, and that's why the regulators are going to be so on top of this right now.
But they weren't on top of it. Why are we here right now? Why weren't they on top of this before then? Why were there investors out there who clearly saw some of the smoke coming out of SVB, were able to short that stock for basically a month and a half before we heard anything out of the Fed?
Well, just because we didn't hear it doesn't mean that there weren't things happening behind the scenes, number one. There could have been activity happening with the regulators before this all came public. But now that it has become public, they are ramping up efforts I suspect they are doubling down and looking for erroneous trading activity. Like I said, by these executives, by other parties as well, by some of perhaps of these other parties that also were out there making the tweets, talking about the stock, et cetera, to see if there could have been insider trading on that front.
All right, Amy, I'm going to have to leave it there. Really great taking time for us. Amy Lynch, she's the founder and president over at Frontline Compliance here. Let's get a quick check here on the markets. The good news, Scarlett, is the major markets are off the lows of the day. Yep. The NASDAQ actually poking into the green. We should point out that all, of course, the major indices that track the banking sector still remain firmly in the red. Insurance stocks also getting hit hard here on this day. And at some point, we do have to talk about what's really been taking place at the front end of this market, a very rare trading halt that we saw in Treasuries earlier this morning in the 9 a.m. hour here. And if you're looking at overnight repo rates here, you're already at 4.59.
Oh, man. Bro, you had a Treasury halt today? Oh, golly, Chad. So you're ripping now. There's no news on that. Bathroom break had an opposite effect. NASDAQ 100 turns positive. So the overall NASDAQ is down, but the NASDAQ 100, that is actually in the green right now. So tech stocks are rebounding like crazy. Damn, son. Even Apple, that's it. They took my liquidity. They said, here you go, sir. Here you go, sir. But bonds are still up there, but everything's just starting to rally. This is your first high of the day. So we haven't been able to break out since. I mean, pre-market, this was the Credit Suisse comments. That's where we dropped. I mean, we closed here at, what, 39.54 on futures. Damn, you're at 38.82. That is actually crazy. Oh, wait. Talks about stabilizing Credit Suisse. Switzerland holds talks on options to stabilize Credit Suisse. Regulators said likely make CS statement soon. Options include Swiss spinoff, UBS tie-up. Swiss options include statement of support and backstop. So there it is. Government backstop. You're going to rip. Government backstop for, what's it called? How you say? What is it? Switzerland. Or Credit Suisse. So check even rate hike odds, how that changes, but that's going to be bullish. For a little bit, at least. We'll find out. Big pop. Another bailout. Kind of. We don't know yet. They're going to give this statement. So that's the thing. For now, you're going to get a positive reaction, but then we don't know what they're going to say. So you're just watching it in real time. So, like, everyone's getting excited about it. You're getting the run-up. But now all that's really going to happen here is Credit Suisse here shortly. We're going to hear a statement from them, and then we're going to hear what the plan is. But so far, initially, it's saying that you have a potential backstop by the Swiss government with Credit Suisse. So pretty much the Swiss government is saying they're going to back up, you know, the big European worry that we had here. So stock is running up here. Check some of the other banks. Credit Suisse could be an interesting one. Buy the rumors, sell the news. Pretty much, we'll see. We don't know what the details are, but the initial headlines, it looks like the government is going to be supporting it. Why would this make yields higher? In the U.S., I mean, it's one thing, but pretty much the risk of Credit Suisse clapping, if the government is supporting it, it'll step in and it'll calm down some of the fears. Yeah, they're discussing options. Pretty much Switzerland said that they're going to have updates here with Credit Suisse shortly, and they're saying that there's a pretty much potential backstop. Where's the dollar on that? Dollar got pummeled. Again, just like the bonds, like I was telling you in the morning, you could drop a long way, and you're still going to be up here. The yield curve is uninverting. Yeah. Well, once it does, I mean, we're going to find out. I mean, right now, odds are pricing it in. So here, they're talking about it.
Bloomberg markets to close. We're learning right now that the Swiss government, Swiss authorities right now are discussing ways to stabilize Credit Suisse. Of course, so what was once, of course, one of the biggest banks in Europe. And this is according to people familiar with the situation. We are waiting to get a formal statement, but according to people that Bloomberg has spoken to, who asked not to be named, they are considering not only a public statement of support, but some sort of potential liquidity backstop as well. We'll keep an eye on that story because that story is driving the markets both in Europe and here in the United States.
Yen plummeting. Bostic happy now. Yeah, check all the other. You could probably get a global currency play if you wanted, but even the SPY, I mean, this is already huge. So you're at 38. 3,900 is the next level if we hold above here, and then we get back to dealing with the 200-day moving average. I'm surprised. This is huge, but as of now, it does make a little bit of sense why the fear would be declining. They said UBS spinoff. No way J. Powell increases rates. Well, we'll see. I mean, look at what's happening, though. So today we're worried about Europe. Right now, you're just hearing the report of a report that's going to come out. So I hope you understand how crazy this is right now, but this is really big news considering why we were down in the morning. But you're getting a report that we're about to hear an update from what's going on with the Swiss and what the government there is going to do. And if they back that up, I mean, think about it now. You have another government backstop. So unless Powell is really worried, but that did lift up the rate pause odds. We'll see if that updates here. But essentially, this should calm things down. But we have to get the actual report and see what they are going to be doing with Credit Suisse. Hopping up. Now gold. We'll see. It's coming back down here a little bit. Dollar pairs gain amid Credit Suisse news. Biden has some. They even said Biden's going to show up at something. I don't think a Biden headline is going to be important here unless it's about banking. So now you're coming back down again. This will be the first drop. Watch Credit Suisse and UBS. Remember, UBS was just mentioned there. I don't know what they mean by spin-off deal, but then UBS was also in the gutter, and they hit a new low here. Credit Suisse. Dead cap. I think let's get the report pretty much. Who knows? What if they say a report? They're going to say what they're willing to do, what they're not willing to do, and then everyone's going to react. But as of now, it's just the same pattern, and it's in a weird way, this is how you stop the fear. Problem emerges, government's jumping on it in 12 hours or less. So I don't know. It's kind of I'm kind of leaning more towards the bull side on all of it for short term up until we really get Powell. But the rate hike odds are the ones that are tweaking out. Are they saying nothing? They're not saying nothing could fail. I think they're just trying to, it's a show of support so people don't panic. Because then if you think that this is what's going to happen every time, you know, there's going to be less bank runs and less problems that occur. Oh, you got to add. I love you. It's okay. I'll watch them both. Yeah, pound. The yen got pummeled, even the dollar, but then the pound. Watch even the euro too. They still got a long way, and actually be careful with any of the currency plays because tomorrow you do have the ECB. There is downsides to the government's bailing them out. One, you can't do it forever, and then it just depends on what they're actually absorbing. But as of now, I think this is all for perception. I think they're just trying to limit the fallout of anything because right off the bat, that just eased a decent amount of fear. But again, we just don't know the detail. So Credit Suisse pessimism grows. Deutsche Bank is above the lows. Yeah, Credit Suisse has been in the middle of a lot of things. All right, what'd I get? 1840. I bought 200 shares of UBS. I want to see if we get anything, though. I was going to do bigger, but I figured I'll just go smaller than not. I got 200 shares of UBS. They're the ones that are tied up. I was going to do a lot bigger to try to flip it, but it's high risk, high reward. It's kind of like one of these because UBS could go down a lot more. They already had their problems, but I think they also got a lot of support. And then we'll see if they tie it into there. But I figure we'll start with 200 shares. I mean, the risk to reward on 200 shares isn't that bad. And then another pop again. So this was this Credit Suisse news. Cooled down, and now we're working our way up. All right, big pop, Nvidia, big candle on Bank of America. I think all the banks are kind of running here. That EUFN came down. No, well, the only news right now in the last 20 to 30 minutes is that we're going to hear about a potential deal with the Central or Credit Suisse and the government of Switzerland of a potential backstop there to stop the Credit Suisse situation from getting worse. I think if you're buying anything on the banks, I mean, I just made a play on UBS. You just have to be willing to lose it all is the best way I could put it. There's definitely a lot tied into it. So I think they could be good flips, but it's just like you're back and forth. But a lot of the valuations are attractive. If it doesn't have any more problems, a lot of these banks will rally big. But if anybody does get clapped, then there you go. Like if you're thinking big banks, I'm down with those. I think you can't go wrong with any of them, but just in the short term, you're going to have a little bit of these issues. Is that announcement happening today? It should be. They said shortly. So we're going to find out. Switzerland doesn't have the cash to bail them out. It's not much, and if you get support from the government, but they do have, I mean, the Swiss National Bank is the biggest owner of like U.S. tech stocks. They have a lot. They got a lot of Amazon. They got a lot of things. You would be pleasantly surprised or not pleasantly surprised, I guess. I don't know. Depends how you feel about the situation. A UBS player went 200 shares. They're going to be mentioned in the Credit Suisse news when we get an update. So it's a risk, and then they're still down 7% and at a new low out of this whole thing, but they could go down a lot more. My girl has exposure to Credit Suisse. No, she got out. Do you remember? If you were here, my girl was the first one to tell us about Credit Suisse. She was telling me how people in Switzerland were tripping out. This was last year. And then remember, I told you guys on stream, and then a week later, then the first set of Credit Suisse problems hit, and she already pulled her money out from Credit Suisse last year. Yeah, so we already knew about that one, but it's already wild how it played out. And then remember, October was there, and then it got calm, and then you didn't hear much about it. And then now this is literally in the midst of all of this. We just heard about everything. I'm more shocked it's news. Well, it's weird because it just got even worse today. It was pretty much one of those, what's it called? It was like it's the slow-moving car crash. What happened to the stream? It was, I'm going to give you an update on the watch list. It's like kind of crazy, kind of funny, a lot of tin, but also not tin. And then, we're here, though. That's it. That's all that matters is we're here together. We could sing Kumbaya. We could sing Hakuna Matata if you into that. I was singing Hakuna Matata the other day. I was surprised. My girlfriend knows who Timon and Pumbaa are. So that was cool. Got to share that moment with her. I thought she wouldn't know. I thought they called him something else in Switzerland. The Fed's in the chat. You took care of them. Good work. Good work. I haven't asked her about Credit Suisse lately, but she gave us the initial scoop last year. That's it. I'm sure. I mean, she has friends there, and her dad works in finance, so he might be the plug. But everybody in Switzerland already hates Credit Suisse. Like everybody already thought they were shit a while ago. That's why it's weird because Credit Suisse isn't a black swan. Credit Suisse is a gray swan. So she's very or Credit Suisse is just very, it's like everybody already knew about this. So that's why it's kind of weird, but this isn't something new. It's like the same exact risk. You're just hearing about it all over again. And then now it's just getting a little bit worse. Bailing them out would be unpopular to a degree, but I don't even think they care in Switzerland. And then they haven't had a bailout in a while, and a lot of people in Switzerland use them as a bank. This is like their Wells Fargo or Bank of America. And then we're still holding, so the news candle shot you up. 38.80 is actually very impressive now. I mean, this is near the lows of yesterday, but considering the pressure you were dealing with today, but still not holding. That brought down the bonds and the dollar a little bit. Safest bank, actual bank, not government backed. Probably JP Morgan, I would say. They have probably one of the most craziest balance sheets with a lot. Even like TD Ameritrade, but that's why it's weird that Schwab's in there. But then there's different ways to look at it. Are we looking at just assets? Are we looking at income, the business? It's kind of like there's a couple of factors, but any of the super megas, maybe Goldman, Oh, Canada. Mm. The newest news that caused this pop is that there's going to be a potential backstop by the Swiss government for Credit Suisse, and that Switzerland is holding talks on options to stabilize them. So here's actually a report on it. Scenarios include public statement of support and backstop. So half of their plan would potentially be just a public statement of support. That's what they're, and then a backstop. So they're going to try to talk everybody into not panicking, and then they're saying if you do end up panicking, we will backstop the government. Or the bank, we will backstop the bank, not the government. And then options floated also include Swiss unit separation and UBS tie-up. So the Swiss authorities and Credit Suisse are discussing ways to stabilize the bank, according to people familiar with the matter. After comments by their biggest shareholder on Wednesday helped trigger a plunge in the stock, the firm's leaders and government officials have talked about options that range from a public statement of support to a potential liquidity backstop, said people who asked not to be identified, describing the private discussions. All among the ideas floated include a separation of the Swiss unit and a long orchestrated tie-up with larger Swiss rival UBS, said people, cautioning that it's unclear which, if any, of these steps will actually be executed. While scenario planning has been going on for some time, urgency has been added after the firm's share plummeted to a record low and the cost to ensure the bank's debt has reached crisis levels. The lender has asked Swiss central banks and regulators, FINMA, for public statements of support. People familiar with the matter said such a statement may come soon as Wednesday, one of the people said. Spokespeople for Credit Suisse, UBS, and the Swiss National Bank all declined to comment. The nation's finance ministry didn't respond to requests for comment. Credit Suisse stock plunged as much as 31% on Wednesday, while some of their bonds dropped to levels that signal financial distress after the Saudi National Bank ruled out increasing their stake because of regulatory constraints. The plunge helped drag all European lenders lower as investors were quick to move away from banking risk after turmoil induced by the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. So, after hearing a little bit more about that, do you guys get it? That's the report, but everything is just all talk right now. So this is like as rumor as it gets. They're not identifying the sources. All they're saying is that it's going to be potentially either this or that, and that right now they're saying Credit Suisse is going around asking government agencies for a public statement of support. So right now this is all just talk, and then that's it. So you are running up on the idea that you will be getting one of these reports here very soon. So all very speculative as of now. Jawbone. It's not even jawboning. They're talking with it, but they're like this is just all rumor of what's gonna happen. We don't know. So we don't know if Swiss will actually get a backstop. We don't know if there's going to be a UBS tie-up. We don't know if the government is even going to try to support them or not. This is all that, so literally you popped up maybe, 2 points on the SPY? 3 points on the SPY almost off of just talks of hearing government intervention from the Swiss. So right now we don't know. We're going to get a report today, maybe, but as of now, this is all just a rumor. Sounds like a lot of fear. It is. I mean, just look at the bond market. I didn't know they halted the bond market today. Did you guys know that? Yeah, bond market spurs trading halts in key Fed betting. Some SOFR and Fed fund contracts saw trading pauses on Wednesday. Bro, they halted the Fed futures today. Trading was briefly halted on U.S. interest rate market contracts as they soared through circuit breakers. Signs of tension are building with dollar funding, and liquidity is starting to vanish in parts of the cash treasury market after the rapid-fire collapse of 3 regional U.S. lenders. An unusual 2-minute trading session paused, shocked the market for key futures that used to wager on the Fed futures moves earlier on Wednesday. It started around 9:14 a.m., added to mayhem across the front end of the rates, where the yield on the 2-year plunged as much as 54 basis points to the lowest since mid-September. Stress was evident in dollar funding as banking fears pushed lenders to shore up their own cash buffers in the wake of meltdowns. And yeah, futures halted. The pause came after investors began pricing in a drop of more than 100 basis points in central bank policy by year end. A spokesperson for the CME, who operates the Chicago Mercantile Exchange where they trade futures, confirmed the dynamic circuit breaker events and said the system worked as designed. Circuit breakers are uncommon in the rates market, where price actions can be exacerbated in times where liquidity needs to be thinner. The June 2023 contract was halted, and it triggered a brief trading halt. That's crazy. So, literally, Fed futures got halted at one point. I think they're unhalted now, but so even looking at how this number is being formulated, there was a halt on short-term interest rates today. Short-term Fed futures. Actually wild. I think it's happened before, but just it doesn't happen often. That's the with at least as far as Fed futures are concerned. So now we just wait for everything. Europe banks did good off the Credit Suisse news. Our contracts are still up, but you lost money on the bid. And then the dollar is still low. Markets, that was a huge pop off the Credit Suisse shit. This channel loves you, my friend. Welcome. And good morning. Is it still the... Oh, man, what am I saying? Good morning. It's 8 minutes till power hour. Yeah, that news ain't coming till after the bell, dude. So, yeah, no, CS isn't halted. Everyone's just waiting on this news now. That was your biggest update all day besides the bonds getting halted and then 2-year dropping and everything else and just the beginning of Credit Suisse. So, it's totally coming after hour. We have 10 minutes till power hour, 7 minutes. That's it, man. Oh, it's already game time. It is already game time. It's always after the bell. So then that way you digest it at night, and then everybody moves the market big enough pre-market where you forget about what happened, and then it does the opposite right when the bell starts, and then you do nothing throughout the day, so then you have to think about it. But by making it move slow, 4 days already goes by, and then boom, you get the weekend. Then once you get the weekend, you get a 2-day break to figure everything out, and then you got to deal with it Monday, and then you're going to have to do it all again on Monday and Tuesday up until Powell speaks on Wednesday, and then we have a big expiration on Friday. So, oh, man, I don't even know, man. It's going to get crazy. It's just buying time, bro. You're buying time. Well, the backstop right now that's being discussed is for Switzerland. So it's not like the United States is backstopping this, but the weird part that you should be asking yourself is how did, in the last 48 hours or now since last Thursday, it's not even been a week, and now we are talking about backstops from the United States all the way back down to Switzerland. So it's just the fact is this morning was all about European banking fears and this issue spreading. So otherwise, we see where that leads us into Powell on Wednesday, and then we'll be good to go. Credit Suisse options went nuts. Already after, yeah, it's already, Europe's already closed. You're coming back up. Short squeeze on Credit Suisse. It could, depending on what happens. I mean, I really wouldn't be surprised if people wanted to trip out on it. And then depending on what they announce. But the premium on Credit Suisse is actually unreal. And then the premiums are already jumping off of that preliminary report. I don't know. I'm looking at Credit Suisse. All of them have shot up a ton, and then the dollar's still up. The dollar's actually holding up really well. Well, I'm looking towards something. Again, I made a play on UBS, and I'm seeing right now, I mean, we should be watching Credit Suisse and UBS. Just if anything comes out on those, that's going to be the decider right there. I went bullish on UBS, but it's risky. I mean, after seeing what some of these banks have done on the bounces, I wanted to take one. That's why I did the I did the UBS one, but after like watching like FRC or Wall go to $8, I mean, I think you could get good flips on them. You have to be very, very careful. That is the only problem. And then now we're waiting on part 2 of all this news. Today is the day. I mean, the other day Friday looked like maximum selling, and then now everything is just right back up to here. Oil is hideous. Oil and industrials today. That is the big problem. AMD news might hit. AMD's doing, I think they were actually good. Let me see. Working your way up. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I get an order. Oh, did they fill that? No, it didn't fill. They don't like fill. Moving pack W. You're making another move up. NASDAQ. Wow, NASDAQ is green. NASDAQ 100 is already green. You're continuing the rally for now. Tech is ripping. Okay. Man, scammers. Did it even fill me on all of them? Yeah. All right. I made the most option trades this month than any time in the last, like, I guess 3 option trades. This one's small. I kept it really, really small. What's the trade? The trade is I love you and like the video. It's a pleasure to be here. You should know what trade I'm making, though. In a weird way, you should kind of know there is something I'm going for. I just told you. I mean, we were literally staring at it, or I guess we were prior. The play is like the video. Welcome to Power Hour. 2 minutes left. Not bonds. I already have bonds. I just don't have enough bonds where I really want more bonds. But unfortunately, I don't like some of the premium there. But don't trade this. Not a recommendation. You will lose money. Obviously, I made Credit Suisse, man. Yeah, these banks are just wild. I think this is a game of roulette. You're either going to hit or not. That's why I took the UBS. I only went with $80. I kept it very, very small. I went for the out-of-the-money Credit Suisse April 21st calls. So, and then they're already jacked up. That's what I don't like about them. Like, some of them are up since that news, like 250%, and they were already up from the morning. So the volatility today has only made them more expensive. So I kept that one smaller and decided to go for that. Why not shares? I bought shares of UBS, and then Credit Suisse. I think you just either get lucky with small risk, know your loss on there, and then it goes crazy. Otherwise, I don't want to get trapped on anything with shares there. Another bank just failed. I don't have that news, but Credit Suisse was the warning. Microsoft warns Russia may plan sandworm attacks beyond Ukraine. They warned an infamous hacking group tied to Russian military could be gearing up for ransomware both inside and outside of Ukraine. Microsoft calls the group Iridium, but the perhaps best known as sandworm. I don't know what they mean, sandworm. What is this? No, the VIX is still green. I mean, it's definitely chilled out from the morning, but so has bonds and the dollar. But, dude, right now, everything from the VIX to the bonds, they are all just screaming craziness. So we will find out. Beetlejuice, sandworm. Apple, Amazon. Josh is alive. Yeah, I am alive. Day number 5. We made it to day number 5 with a lot going on. Oh, ads. You guys got ads. It's good to have an ad every now and then. You know, make sure that you're still alive. You know what I'm saying? Good to have you back. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, BNP said they won't trade anymore. That was like 30 minutes ago, an hour ago. Safe to play Tesla? It's low-key owned by the government. I don't think they are owned by the government, but they have held up a little better. I mean, they don't have debt, and Elon, I mean, if anybody has been saying go cash, I feel like it's been Elon lately. So I think they'll be decent, but right now, just quite simply, it's what I answered earlier. You could try to look at every industry right now, but the fact of the matter is, if this banking situation persists, if it spreads internationally, and we worry about this, it doesn't matter what it is, it will get affected. So unless the company's getting bought out or it's a biotech, chances are, I mean, if you have more volatility with bonds, if bonds keep shooting up, everything will keep shooting down. And vice versa, too. If bond volatility could calm down, I think some names will actually end up doing really good. When are we closing Bill? We still got a couple more weeks, or if we want to buy 3M, that's one I might want to. I don't know. I was looking at it here, 3M, but it's actually back up. It hit 100 today. At one point, I wanted like 100 flat, but unless we're going to buy that, that'd be the only reason to do it. Leaving Weeble. I am TD Ameritrade. Amen. Michael from Miami, the one and only. Michael, I don't know. Last time in the morning, you were hitting me with some booty call in the morning, Michael. Michael from Miami. So, you know, I think you got spared. I think they spared you out there. I don't know. They tasered you. They should have ta-ta-ta. So I love you. So good morning. Good morning. Michael always said, that's not me, man. That's not me, Josh. That's not me. Miami. Well, UBS is working up here a little bit. Microsoft is actually killing it. Netflix is in the green. They're up 3. What the hell? Netflix is actually like really running it. Adobe has earnings. Oh, yeah. Do you guys want the preview? I would tell you to like the video, but honestly, the likes are all messed up today. So just know that we appreciate you. Okay. And we love you. And good morning. Good afternoon now. Honestly, your morning is already over. All right. Here's Adobe's preview. So hit me with that like. Adobe is expected to field questions about acquisitions of Figma when they hold their earnings call on the first quarter results due post-market on Wednesday. Investors will seek details on the software company's backup plan in case the pending deal does not go through. Bloomberg says, given a recent report of the Justice Department, they are preparing an antitrust lawsuit to block the deal. EPS is expected to be $3.67 billion, $4.63 billion in revenue. Let's see, and then guidance should be 3.76 for next quarter adjusted EPS, revenue 4.7, and then digital media net new recurring revenue at 400 million, and then yearly guidance should be 15.3 dollars for EPS, revenue estimate of 19.27 on the year, digital media 13.97, and then net new recurring revenue estimates of 1.5. Bloomberg, they say in terms of core business, we don't expect Adobe to raise their 2023 guidance of 13% on a constant currency basis. Sales growth that it gave in October, given the uncertain economic environment. Barclays equal weight price target 340. They say generative AI and update on Figma will likely be 2 key themes for earnings call. See upside to first digital media net new annualized recurring revenue, which could potentially come in above Adobe's guidance. Jefferies price target 420 with a buy rating. They believe Figma deal could still close late late 23 and early 24. They say antitrust concerns are overblown and Adobe stock reflects an overly pessimistic view. Piper Sandler, they're overweight, price target 415. Elevated hiring activity at Figma hints the ARR ambitions for 2023 and 24 that could be higher than investors' expectations. BMO Capital market performed 395. Steady economic data since last earnings could help Adobe meet or even beat quarterly digital media net new AR look. Confident Adobe could meet or exceed guidance for full year 23 net new ARR. Proposed Figma is an overhang for Adobe shares. Adobe has 20 buy targets, 21 holds, and 0 sells. Average price target is $383.25. Hold on, I got to get a bank. Wells Fargo, kind of. Actually, see, all the banks are taking a sell-off here. So even XLF. Average price target, $383.25, upside of 15%. Implied one-day move following earnings is 7.8%. Adjusted EPS has beaten 12 of the last 12 quarters. And shares are down 19% in the past year, while the SPX is down 5.9. So not bad. Not bad, my friend. Not bad. So that's for Adobe. Where are they? Yeah, I guess they are down quite a bit. They just have so much of premium, you know? Fake sell-off. Revisit. Well, you're going to have some time, baby. What was the You're going to have to wait till the watch list to find out what happened. That's it. Day 5 of the bank run, man. The story gets deeper. It just keeps getting deeper and deeper. It's good. Shout out the Watchlist gang. We love you. YouTube.com/the trading fraternity. We don't see you there every night. I'll see you in the morning. You know, it's free. Did you guys know it's free? I didn't know if you knew it was free, but it's free.
All right.
Oh, I just clicked on it. So this is the free watch list if you didn't know. So I hope I see you there, okay? You're going to get to, if you haven't seen my Instagram too, you're going to want to watch the watch list. It's great. It's great. The recession is starting. I mean, if we cut rates, maybe. But this is the closest we've been to it in a while. Can I do a high Elmo? I haven't broken out Elmo in a while. What I can do is quickly get to the bonds, Harry. You need to get to the yards. Why are you waiting around? Now, Harry. There's no time to waste, Harry. We need to stop playing around. What are you doing? Get to the yard, Harry. Now, right now. You need to go. Go. Please, Harry, to the yard. Right now to the yards. I could do that one. I think that's kind of been the theme of the day today. Last time I did that, I got clapped. You know why? Because I was telling you to get to the yards. If you didn't listen, you didn't listen. Yeah, you want Biden? I can teach you Biden, but I'm doing it a lot. I'm going to do it better. I'm going to build it better. Build a bear for the back better. I'm going to do that, huh? Seriously, I mean it. Come on, it's not hyperbole. Come on, what do you want me to do to you, huh? Come on, why are you being so judgmental? Huh? No, read it. Come on, it is very, very I'm impregnated. Impressive. It's simple. Come on, stop dicking around. We're gonna backstop the banks. The financial stability system safe. Nothing's wrong. I keep all my money with a bank. I gave Biden the passcode. I gave Hunter the passcode. I let him have at it. Come on, not that you're fine. The stability is perfect. You're gonna be okay. All right. All right. You have a wonderful day. Yeah. Quickly, hurry. I'm sorry, the market's been up for a long time here. Nothing is happening. We're waiting for Credit Susie. Credit Susie is a lot of fun to say. Quickly. Hurry. I can't stop doing it now. Damn it. Look what you started, Chad. Where was UFN? EUFN? They came. Everything is just frozen since the Credit Suisse stuff. We only got 45 minutes left, so give it a little bit of time, and then we'll start letting everything do its thing. So why'd I get clapped? You guys have to watch the watch list. It's very dramatic. A lot of drama went down this morning. I love it. I love it. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad nothing, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I was just sitting there laughing today, and I was like, bro, it could have been worse. So it could have been worse. It could have been worse, man. So it's really, really good, man. It's really, really good. You can check the watch list here, the trading fraternity. This is what it looks like. I don't know what clickbait I'm going to get you with today. So I already, I don't know what we could include, but I hope we could get a good one for you. Include my face should be in there. If you don't have it could be your screen resolution. Shout out to year 2 of the long term, baby. Thank you for helping me be able to laugh during economic turmoil. Knowing win or lose, we buy, baby. Long term. God bless you, ND. God bless you. Use your girl. Oh, dude, I didn't even think about that. Yo, I like where your head's at, S-Dub. I totally forgot I could exploit that side of the equation. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I need to get my girlfriend in the thumbnail. And I forgot, dog, because I was running out. I was like, somebody was like, Josh, you're flexing. I'm like, I'm not flexing. I've showed you the same silver bars for like 7 years now. And then like all the assholes who don't even like motherfuckers click on my video and they watch it in mute and then they comment before even listening. I say it in 10 seconds. I'm like, yo, I got 200 ounces of silver. I saw like 4 comments and they were like, that's cap. No way you have 200 ounces of gold. I'm like, what? Is there like that cap? That's $700,000. I'm like, well, you did the math correctly, but that's not the same, element of the earth you think it is. Yeah, bro. I know, honestly, those silver bars, I've made probably more off of clickbait than actually owning them. So thank you, Peter Schiff. I'm just kidding. I made a lot of money on silver. Not enough to where I'm gonna go buy a house with it, but it's chill. It's chill. Silver. I am back. 1 gold bar would be like 200, 300K if that was 100 ounces of gold. That's a lot. That'd be like 290,000, I think. I don't know. Someone do the math. You could do the math. Get one? I have 0 use for 100 ounces of gold. I don't even know what I could do with 100 ounces of gold. And then even if I wanted to take it places, that's pretty heavy. That's like 7 pounds or something. You could curl with it. I've done curls with my silver bar. How do you know when to trust? You got to go to an approved dealer when you're buying. If you want to sell it, it's easy to sell. But when you go to buy, you want to make sure you're buying with a licensed and approved gold dealer. I bought those years ago. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, all my gold and silver, like, that's why it's literally hilarious if you think I'm, like, flexing it. Because it's like, dude, I've had this for so long. And it's just like you buy it. What? That's the whole point of gold. Like you buy it, it's not gonna. It'll go up in price, but even then, even if you don't sell it, you don't get anything out of it. There's no dividend. It's like I've straight up had it the whole time. I bought the first bar. Lending Tips gave me the second one, but I bought them in it was like 2014, 2015. I bought the first bar I think for like $1,200 or $1,400. It was like $12 to $14 an ounce, and then I remember you got a discount buying it 100 ounces at a time. So like I bought it really, really cheap. I think now maybe it's worth $2,000. I don't know what silver's at, but I got it pretty cheap. I think it was $12. Yeah, and then LT, it was like end of last year. Maybe, I don't know. That seems, he gave me the other bar. It's $2,500 a bar. Some are more expensive now, but so I pretty much made like 100% on it. Maybe a little less or a little bit more. But that's like after. Oh, well, bonds are getting clobbered here. Hold on. Any update? SMB will provide liquidity to globally active bank if necessary. Credit Suisse meets capital and liquidity requirements. SMB will provide Credit Suisse with liquidity if necessary. Bro, I don't know. So more Credit Suisse news right now. Swiss National Bank, they are giving us an update. Credit Suisse isn't going up, but I think it's weird because that's a very general statement. FINMA, that's the financial regulator in Switzerland, they say it's in very close contact with Credit Suisse, and they say they're in close contact. And then they're pretty much being very broad about it. So literally the statement says the Swiss National Bank said we will provide liquidity to a globally active bank if necessary, but they are not mentioning Credit Suisse specifically. Do you guys get that? That wording is crazy. So they put out a separate statement and they're saying, hey, yo, we will provide liquidity if there is a global active bank if necessary. We're not going to say any names, but Credit Suisse does meet they do meet the requirements. So it's not really a commitment yet to Credit Suisse, but they're saying they will generally backstop a bank. There could be rules about calling it out. SMB will provide liquidity to Credit Suisse if necessary. That's the headline coming out now. Very Swiss wording. FINMA says they're in close contact with Credit Suisse. So UBS is still going. Credit Suisse is lower than when the rumor actually hit. The biggest U.S. banks have been cutting their direct exposure to Credit Suisse for months. That's another headline. CS is going. Is down. Bonds got clapped. That's good for bonds. Bonds have already sold off 1.5% today, or at least on IEF. It feels like ChatGPT wrote that statement. SMB says no indication of direct contagion risk for Swiss entities. Another update on it. So pretty much they did it before close. You only got you got what, 30 minutes left? And they have they pretty much said no other exposure. The Swiss Central Bank is willing to back Credit Suisse. Even the regulator said they're in contact, but so far no real change. All we got is it's like a statement of support. That's all you got so far. A statement of support that says Credit Suisse could get help if they needed it, but nothing has changed. And then the Swiss officials are saying that There is no indication of direct contagion risk for any other Swiss entities. Keep them calm. It's weird. Because even then, our market is pinned. We're holding up here. And I don't know. I don't know if the statement, how they worded it, if it was for legality reasons, but it's just weird. So it's like it just seems like a statement of support, but it doesn't seem like a direct action, more or less. It doesn't seem like they're doing anything. So Swiss National Bank and country's regulators said Credit Suisse meets the capital and liquidity requirements imposed on systemically important banks, and that SNB will provide the bank with liquidity if necessary. And then that's it. They'll block FRC. We'll see. But you got to realize the moment that they if they reject, like, let's say someone winds up in trouble and the government rejects it or someone doesn't get backstopped, do you realize how ugly that's going to get? That's what we haven't had at all yet. That's the only issue. So, but if that does occur, I mean, we will probably be in a bigger problem. VIX is dropping. So UBS is getting a pop. Credit Suisse hasn't moved yet. Let's see what happens. Amazon, watch tech, but watch any of the regionals if they start going up here now. Remember, we don't have much time left. Yeah, all of the banks are taking a bid right now, all the regionals. It could just be everything in the market, but a lot of moves are happening financially. And then how much time? We got 30 minutes left. 30 minutes left, Chatadonia. 32 to be exact. Oh, sorry. We have to mute. We have to get our flight controls ready. Dude, today has moved by so fast. It's like I haven't seen y'all for half the day, man. It's really, really crazy. It's really, really crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. It's like, it's really weird. Yeah, man. It's like we missed half the day already. What happened? You got to wait for the watch list. It's good, man. It's like you ever watch a TV show? And they're like, on the next episode of The Stock Market Hates You, as bonds were being halted and the market was collapsing over Euro crisis, Josh's power was cut. Hey guys, let me show you this TikTok. You want to hear this TikTok? They had no idea what happened. They were waiting, and it was day 5 of the bank run. Find out what happens on the next episode of The Stock Market Hates You. So yeah, you're gonna have to wait till the watch list. You're gonna have. That's a good preview, though, right? Are you ready? Are you excited? You know, you're like, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen? I don't know, man. Oh no, is Airbud gonna show up? And well, I don't know what happens. I don't know, man. I don't know. So we'll see you soon. What's today? The 15th. Oh, there's Credit Suisse popping now. A little bit. A little bit. Letting it run a little bit. Which ones did we get? Oh, shit. Our plays actually went up a little bit. Nice. So Credit Suisse is starting to move now. All of the banks were getting us ready. Meta's on the high. And what's it called? Meta, Netflix, even Okta. Well, yeah, bro. Meta's about to do 200 again. Did it hit 200 last time? No. Oh, wait. Hold up. Yeah, Meta, dude. Meta hasn't even gone to 200. So that's going to get interesting. Shout out to the metaverse. You know, everyone love a metaverse. MPW, that came up a little bit. Nvidia's gassing. AMD's at $90 now. That one's wild. Boston Properties, Lustig buys over 520,000 shares. Board member. I don't know. That's coming out now. I think people are responding to that. But low key on this oh, wow. Oh, wow. Boston. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, bro. Boston Properties, I mean, they were doing they never got above 2020. What are they yielding? Damn, that one's 7. That's not bad. Boston Properties is big. I mean, they're $8 billion. Seems like the smaller REITs, though, they get hit a little harder, but $8 billion is still pretty sizable. But they just got news. One of the board members bought 100,000 shares. I think they had another bad earnings, too. Most of the REITs, if they didn't hold up, it was because they had some sort of economic pressure or something bad happened on their last earnings. I like Boston Property. That one's actually not bad. It sucks. You saw what happened. We bought MPW yesterday up 2%. If that goes negative, you get clapped. But, I mean, MPW and BXP kind of look the same. Like, actually the same. But Boston Properties is at like a way, way bigger historic low. That's like its 2008 levels. And then it yields 7% instead of 13%. Powell will force pivot knowing the we see. Larry Summers said he'd be concerned if the Fed took 25 off the table. Market can't stop. I mean, UBS did decent for now. Where's the other one? Credit Suisse. Credit Suisse actually went up. Another bank. Well, at least this time it's not an American bank. So, like, right now, I don't think the issue is, like, I think what a lot of people are focusing on, they're like bunching it up and they're like, oh, another bailout, another this. It's like, no. Like, the real issue is that right now you have Europe worried about all of this. Oh, you guys got an ad? That's a bad time for an ad. I'll wait a little bit. You got to remind me, though. Yeah, let me know when you back. Y'all good? Instacart. Credit Susie ad. That's dope. Premium gang. Oh, there's CS starting to go up now. No ad. All right. But like I was saying, it's not so much. I mean, this isn't United States. So the fact that it's not United States is good. But the problem that you got to realize right now is, like, straight up and simply put, the real big problem we have is that this is already spread to Europe now. And that is the point, is that now on two fronts of the Western economic world, you have banking issues, and that is where the instability is really coming from. So we'll see what happens with Powell and even the bond market and all of that. But for the most part, this real issue is coming down to the fact that it's already spread. It has nothing to do with intervention. I mean, this is just how people are responding. But the fact that you've already spread to Europe now in this short time period, that is what has people rushing to bonds. That is why the dollar is up too. And this is why there's kind of this extra paranoia on top of everything we had. I'm still holding my EUFN, yeah. The bid went down, but on the ask, they're still up around 200%. I'm still in UUP. Those went up 30%, I think. Yeah, 31% on the UUPs, something like that. EUFN is just the ETF of European banks. That's it. I just shorted. It's like the XLF of Europe. Honestly, there was no other, like, real way to even get good exposure. So, like, EUFN, we bought that put on Friday or on Monday, and it was down. It's down 6%. It was down 8% at one point, but thankfully it's holding. But, like, what do they have? Like, the top holding is HSBC. The second is Alliance, then BNP, then Zurich Insurance Group, UBS, Banxico, Santander. They actually I don't even think they have Credit Suisse exposure. They have more Deutsche Bank exposure, and they have Lloyd. So they have every other big bank, but, bro, they don't have Credit Suisse. Holy shit, they don't even have Credit Suisse in the ETF. Damn, so that shit dropped 8. Oh, no, they do. It only makes up 0.5%. 0.5% of the ETF is Credit Suisse. They still got a little bit. And then we're coming down. We only have, 22 minutes left? So they're starting to move up. I mean, the one play we have is up 50% on the ask, but the bid is the same. Banks are useless. No. It just right now we're going through a stress test. That's the best. Like I said earlier, we'll talk about it on the watch list tonight, but this is a weird stress test for the markets, and depending on who could get through, if you could get through it without needing anything, you will be rewarded. And if you do need something in the middle of this, you might get severely punished. That's it. It's simply, this is a stress test on all the banks. I'm not worried about the banking system broadly speaking, but I do think you are right now just getting a real life run through of every bank just getting put to the test to see who could handle all of what's going on. Can you handle outflows? Can you handle economic risk? And can you do it without raising capital? And have you balanced your assets and budget enough to actually make it through? So we will see, Habibi. We will see. But Chatadonia, I love you. We don't have much time left. I need to go to the bathroom. So follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Okay, it's the private one. You can see the picture today. You can see the sabotage. You might like it. All right, I'll be right back.
To the close on this Wednesday, Scarlett.
And you summed it up so nicely. So you would expect to see financials among the worst performers in the S&P 500 today, but they're actually not. Sure, they're down 3%, but look at energy, off by 5.6% today. And that is as oil prices, both WTI and Brent, fall to 15-month lows. So huge dramatic moves here for these energy companies. A lot of red also in materials, off by more than 3%. So you've got the cyclicals definitely getting hit along with financials, the renewed concerns over global banks like Credit Suisse coming front and center to investors in the U.S., although we have been reporting that the U.S. big banks have reduced their exposure to Credit Suisse. On the upside, communication services up by 1.8%, and utilities and consumer staples, your traditional defensive sectors, also getting a bit of love here. Romaine.
We talk about, of course, what's going on in financials. It's really not just about bank failures per se here, but it's also, of course, about the potential albatross that could be around the necks of a lot of these banks, particularly tying up a lot of key funding that folks needed to maintain those economic projections. Names like State Street really getting caught up in this. We heard from the CEO of State Street, spoke a little bit earlier exclusively with Bloomberg, basically say that Moody's downgrade, basically looking at painting too broad of a brush, that change in outlook, I should say, painting too broad of a brush and putting companies like his into a basket of companies that he really doesn't think belongs. Halliburton and the rest of the oil space really on the back foot here on the day. And believe it or not, we actually still get some earnings if you care. Adobe reporting after the bell here. There's going to be a lot of talk about economic conditions here. Lennar reported yesterday, and those results were good, but that, of course, that's not enough on a day like today to keep that stock up. And a big part of the reason, of course, isn't so much the price action itself, but it's really about the volatility itself. This is the MOVE index. It is 1 day lagged here, so what you're looking at is as of yesterday here. Remember, Monday, we had the highest level going back to mid-2009. The volatility that we've seen, at least based on the implied numbers on the Bloomberg terminal, probably going to be greater than what we saw on Monday.
Yes, all right. All right. How was that dump? It was good. This was that last bathroom break we ripped up off SMB. This bathroom break we actually came down. So, you know, Raul is alive and well. So not too bad. Not too bad, but good morning. Good morning. And I have another update I'm going to give for you guys too. I don't want to ruin it though. So I'm not going to I have something else for you too. I have another surprise for the Chad. I can't mention it on the watch list, but it's good. It's good. And right now we just have to make it for 2 more days through the market without anybody going belly up and then wait till Powell. I do need to stop going to the bathroom. I'm sorry. Can't trust the close. Yeah, I mean, right now, you got the news, but the news is still like, it's weird. Like the S&B news was not enough to like keep us up and like hold everything up. That's kind of what we're waiting for right now, is to see, just because you're probably going to get another piece of after hours news, but the question is, how does it actually play out? Oh, Steigal. Horn off. Oh, it feels good to blow the horn. You feel that felt good, right? You feel alive and well? Where's your membership? You tell me, bro. You tell me. You tell me. I'm asking the same question. KRE. Is that the regional bank index? Yeah, I think it's going to be clapped. I mean, right now, even if you pull this thing up on a multi-year chart, this is one of the worst drops. So I think there's going to be a lot more risk still, but high risk, high reward. And really, we're going to have to take this day by day to see what happens. To see what happens with the next bank, which one goes bust or not. And I have a seaweed. Can I eat it? I don't want to, y'all haven't heard how seaweed sounds in a while, huh? Do you hear that? Is this weird now? I don't want to make it weird. You let me know. I can mute it. I could down a pack of these in like 15 seconds. You have no idea. It was good. They're too easy. I know. So you know. I'm glad you could relate. It's a problem. I love seaweed. I eat it for like post-workout too. I don't even know if it's a good post-workout meal. It was good. That's great. Okay, one more. Okay, just like that, they're gone. All of it's gone. No more seaweed. Did Credit Suisse come back? Well, they're doing good again. And then even the premiums are holding up. That's EUFN. UBS is still moving. Check Bank of America. They had a pop. They gave them up. I can't believe JP Morgan actually dropped today. Jay, this is going to be a bad close for JP Morgan, man. Down 5%. So finally they drop. Even Goldman defended 300 once again. On that earlier. Credit Suisse getting more volume. And then we have about 15 minutes left. 14 minutes, 10-minute rigged is coming in 4. We went over Adobe. Honestly, I think it sucks. I don't want to gamble anything on it, but I think Adobe could go up. It seems like everybody is saying that the earnings is better. You know, the shares are already depressed a lot. I just don't like their, 10-year history. Like, they have a lot they could go down, but even then, they're, right at 2020 levels. But most people are positive for their earnings. Most people are saying the better economic climate, or because things got worse as of lately, but the earnings that they report should be separate from it. You even have FedEx earnings, too. But it seems like there's a lot of upside on Adobe, and people seem good on it. I have no play. I don't think I'm going to play it. But I do think it's decent. Yeah, they are going to say stuff about AI. They're going to talk about AI graphics and editing stuff. So they will have an element of AI that they will mention. Yeah, I remember we held it for a while. I'm surprised we even got out of that play, but I feel you. Adobe can move a lot. Bro, we almost went positive on Boeing this morning. I can't believe after doing that whole dance, it finally breaks, but it's still being slow. Premiums. Even the premiums, Credit Suisse is still wicked. That's moving up. SPY, red candle. VWAP is climbing. Where are we going to end? 38.76. And then we bounced right off the 38.38. That was, again, I think the stream alert was 1 point lower than that. What happened? We're going to give an update on the watch list. Today was crazy. Sorry if you missed us for a little bit, but it's good to be home. It's good to be home. Feels good to be home. Meta's still up. The great stock market squeeze at 23 has begun. Well, although it's extremely bearish, somebody asked today if they think it could go up, and I think there is still a mini bull case alive. Pretty much whatever. Remember with Liz Truss in the bond situation, it lasted about a week, and then that allowed the market to just bounce right off of it. So in a weird way, I do see some upside still out there, but right now the number one major fear is just this financial stuff, and it's just borderline, not even borderline, it's way too unpredictable. So, but there is there's going to be a massive relief rally tied in somewhere at some point in this timeline, because we saw it kind of the other day, but if that really formulates, that it will be the next step of all this. So I see the bull case very, very small, but it's there. And when it does happen, it's a small chance of when, more likely we go down, but then at the same time, when it does happen, it should be pretty big. Couple names holding. Lawmakers offer bill to claw back failed bank executive bonuses. $4.3 billion to the sell side. Well, that's 10-minute rigged. So 10-minute rig coming in, it's actually quite calm. Mm. 98.71. And then Meta's still up. That Apple short, that went down, but that's actually about to go green now. That's cool. The calm before zero. I thought it was before the storm, but I feel you. Again, 10-minute rig was kind of big, but maybe wait till final five. Apparently, it's like how many billion to the sell side right now? We're going to find out. And then tomorrow, you shouldn't have it. Like, you had way more data today. Remember, you had PPI. Tomorrow, you get jobless claims, import prices, housing, and then Philly Fed business outlook, and then New York Fed services. That's all tomorrow morning. And then Friday, consumer sentiment and industrial production. And then, man, futures are at 3,900, so that's actually crazy. This is big for the futures. Wait a minute. Did they already move these over? Oh, they've already moved the futures. So Bookmap is now, it's already moved up to the next contract. Credit Suisse, the government just said that Credit Suisse meets the Swiss government, or SMB, the national bank. They said that they meet the criteria to provide them with liquidity if needed. And that's it. And that was like, that's what led us to have the run up. And then we got the news, and it looks like some people kind of sold it, and you're in the middle. And then we're up here. Argentina weighs first rate hike since September after CPI hits 103. They have not decided on possible size of the rate hike. Any sleeper bios? I don't know, but bios will be fire, because if the market just starts shitting himself, you could still get biotech plays. TLX, Australian, INSEE, they have a data release on March 18th. And then Ionis has an FDA briefing. And then CDTX, they have a PDUFA March 22nd. INSEE has a lot, INCY. They have this one's just data release, though. So Insight has data from a study coming out here in a couple of days. And then the other one I said, Sedara, CDTX, they have a PDUFA, but I think it's a partnership with another drug. And then EBS March 29th. Yeah, Narcan opiate or overdose PDUFA. All right, you're going down below VWAP here, still giving up a little bit. Credit Suisse had a pop and drop, even Meta came down. I think the outage today was due to zero-day options. Great theory. Could have been. Could have been. Tesla. SVB signature exposure already reaches pensions. Pensions in 7 states had at least 180 million of exposure. Small part of $5 trillion in U.S. public pension assets. And then VWAP balance is that final 5. You're actually getting more volume here. Straight up 5 points on the final 5 for now. So we'll see if this brings us home. SPY's probably going to close 1% unless it can move up here. NASDAQ still down 5, but then that's it. Yeah, EBS has a PDUFA March 23rd or March 29th. No, I'm not going to play Adobe, but we went over it. It seems good. Adobe seems like people are pretty optimistic, but that's the only thing that'll kill it, is that it seems like everybody's so optimistic about Adobe. If that shit doesn't do good, it'll be awful. PayPal, Ulta, VMware on the high right now. So a couple of things moving. Again, pop off of the final 5 here. Not much time left. A little bit of a green shoe, but I mean, this is how remember the other days, once we start kind of formulating this, if it breaks down, it looks ugly. But thankfully, you don't have much time, but you do have to watch out if we get any other news here after the bell. It's weird. Even the premiums on the Europe is still holding up. It's actually wild. And more popping here. Yeah, you're going to just get close. Fed future odds calm down a little bit, but most of the day, Fed futures were priced in to saying that we were going to pause. And then Fed futures were halted today at some point in the morning. Fun fact. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're making our final approach. As we make our final approach, you guys are holding on to any bags. Please throw them in the overhead bins above or firmly beneath your seats. We'll be coming through the house with a trash bag if you'd like to dispose of those bags. But as we make this final approach, we're going to be landing here into the second link terminal. Second link terminal in the description. That's going to be your nightly watch list and main channel layover around 4 p.m. Pacific time. And then we're going to be taking off promptly around 6 a.m. at a sunny San Diego, California. As we make this final approach into San Diego International Airport, it's about 59 degrees, slightly cloudy, rain on and off. A good day unless you were Josh's power. So you'll be able to find out about that on the watch list. We are no longer under COVID guidelines, so no masks are required, but we do ask that you exit one row at a time and drop a GG on your way out. As always, we appreciate your guys' business. If you're interested in your Cole Rapid Awards program card, please flag down your flight attendant, and we'll get you that as soon as possible. As always, thank you for flying with the Colt, and hopefully have a wonderful evening. Let's go, baby. Oh, it feels like it's a short flight. A lot has happened. You're doing the vertical move at the end of the day again. So they're stepping in. You now got to think about European banking issues. You got a little bit more data on the way. But all this is now is what happens with the bank run until we get into Friday. And where do we go from here, Chattadonia? So get ready to wrap it up. You don't have much time left. 1 minute. Go, 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 go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, day 5 continues. The volatility is alive. Bond market volatility hit the highest point since 2020. Everybody's reacting. You're getting moves all over the place. You had to deal with Europe today. What's going to happen in America tomorrow? We don't know, but you got to wrap it up. You have less than 30 seconds left, and then 2 more days on another wild week, baby. But let's go. About 15 seconds remaining. Market's making a pop in there. Finalize any option plays. Finalize any style. Oh, that's big volume, bro. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. They going crazy. Oh, crazy out there. Bring it home. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding 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 ding. Oh, nah, let's go, baby. Wow, let's go. We did it. We made it. We did it. We made it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. I need that GG. Oh, it don't matter if they take us down or not. We get back up there. Let's go, baby. GG. It don't matter if you made money or lost money. I know you learned something. Everybody in the game, everybody that contributed, all the members, all the non-members, all the stream alerts. Let's go, baby. Good game. You made it to the bell. Another bell we made it to, Chad. Let's go. Oh, let's go. All the laggers, all the lurkers, all the lovers. Why you being so shy? Don't be so shy. You better get your ass in the game with that GG. Let's go. Twitch is not live, but I see you, Twitch. I see you, Twitch. I know you here. All my bulls, all my bears. Let's go. God bless you. Good game. Let's go. Wow. What's the market? That looks crazy after hours. Good game, Chatadonia. Oh, Adobe. Hey, don't need a lot. Remember, money on stocks. I can show you the top. Every bottom my bot, both the key and the lock. Don't believe me, just watch. Use my freedom a lot. I need me to rock. You won't see me a lot. Monday through Friday, you need me to talk. Let's go, baby. Chatadonia. That's the day. That's the day. Can we clap it up there? Can we clap it up? We're waiting for Adobe. I'll try to get, bro, the SPY is ripping after hours. So is Apple after. What just happened there in those last couple of minutes? That was a wild move already, Chatadonia. That one was a wild move. But Chatadonia, we did it. We made it. It was already very wild, but that is the day. So I'll give you an update if Adobe comes out. But in the meantime, can I just tell you how thankful I am? 1.33, and with everything going on, that's worth a horn. Horn, let's go. God bless you. God bless you. Let's go. Nah, but for real, Chad, we had a lot of issues today, but thankfully we were able to work through it. But if you spent your time today, I hope it wasn't an inconvenience. But if you gave me a minute of your time, I hope you know we appreciate you and love you. And thank you for contributing to this community and making it something very special and great and just holding it down in general. So God bless you. If you gave us a minute of your time, thank you for the opportunity. I hope you got something out of it. But as always, we love you, and hopefully we see you here tomorrow, baby. Hopefully it's a lot smoother. Hopefully it's a lot smoother. We're going to see what happens. But Chatadonia, God bless you and thank you. Shout out to all the members and all the stream alerts and all the non-members too. We love you all. But Chatadonia, that is the day. So check out the links. First link for the Scream Alerts Bootcamp and Real Estate course. If you want free long-term alerts, you could get it here. Cole Real Estate. That's tonight. YouTube.com. It don't even cost you any money. You could show up. YouTube.com/Cole Real Estate. We'll see you there. But get your free long-term alerts. Get your stream alerts if you're a real one. We love you and God bless you. Second link will take you to the nightly watch list and main channel. This is not gold. I am not flexing with $1 million of gold, okay? Okay, this is not $1 million. This is silver, bro. Okay, I'm just telling you, this cost less than a pair of Chanel shoes. You know that? I found out, bro. My girlfriend, bro, she pulled up on me with these kicks, bro. And my girl pulled up on me with kicks. Some of y'all be like, I'm flexing. Y'all should see my girlfriend sometime. Bro, this girl got like $2,000 kicks. I said, what the fuck are those? I said, what are you wearing? She said, Chanel. I said, Chanel. I said, what the fuck's a Chanel? I said, you want me to change the channel? I said, what do you, so honestly, bro, like these commodities, like, bro, you got girls spending more money on shoes out there, bro. So stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. But check the watch. What the fuck just happened? Oh, anyways, well, check the watch list. We love you, okay? We love you. No, they're sneakers. They're not, dude. I'm telling you, they're sneakers. I said, what do you mean? Channel? Change the channel. What do you mean? Nah, she flex. Y'all think I'm flex. Bro, this girl will be flexing all the time and you won't even know unless you know. I had to Google it. I had to Google what my girlfriend was wearing to understand. I was like, what the hell is this? I prayed right away. I repented. I had to sit back. I said, Lord, forgive her for her sins. I said, I cannot believe this. I said, oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, bro. No, I said, this is crazy. I said, how does this happen? How does this happen? No, bro, it was haram, owie, haram. Anyways, the point is, bro, we have fun watch lists. I've been having fun with the intros. It's if I'm showing you gold, if I'm trying to test out the bank's capital requirements, or if I'm showing up to SVB headquarters. But I hope you don't miss it. We've had some good watch lists. So if you haven't checked them out, they're at 4 p.m. Pacific. There's Adobe. Revenue is up 11% on digital experience. Recurring revenue beat by about 30 or 40 million. They guided up on EPS. So they raised the low end and raised the high end by 15 cents on the year. Second quarter, they guided higher by 5 cents. And then they did a 15.2 on performance obligations instead of 15. They killed it. Revenue slightly beat. This quarter beat, but guidance seems up. Full year guidance slightly up. And then that's where we're at, bro. That's where we're at. Oh, you got to add? Oh, add or Adobe? Damn, well, the numbers came in. Again, Adobe beat. They raised full-year guidance by a little bit. They beat on this quarter. They raised full-year guidance, and then next quarter, overall, seems good. Could have been worse. Could have been better, but overall, they did good. They see second quarter revenue 4.75 to 4.78. Estimate was 4.76. So they got a lot of upside, too. So not bad. This one not bad. Chat is not bad. How do you feel? Not bad at all. I think we're safe. I think we're safe. Yeah, that's it. They see full year 2023, 1085 to 1130. Full year 1530 to 1560. It's about 5 to 10 cents above the previous estimates. So not bad. Not bad, Chad. Not bad. Still laughing on the shoes. I feel you, man. I feel you. But that, Chad, that's the day. Do y'all hear me now, or what's up? Are you guys back from your ad purgatory? Have you been freed from the ads? I hope you've been freed. But yeah, so earnings seems good. I don't think I'm gonna play it though. It seems on the cusp of like decently good, but I don't know. I feel like it could move around in this environment. But if tomorrow's good, they'll probably end up doing really good. But then Adobe could sell off pretty heavy. That's how we got trapped on it last time. But Chad, that is the day. God bless you all. I hope I see you on the watch list. That's the second link. Third link for that membership badge. Shout out to all the members. Fourth link for the merch. If it's available, you could get it. And it's great through the fire. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Where is everything? Okay, it's right there. Check out the new channels again. Cole Real Estate tonight at 6 p.m. It is Wednesday. You show up here. You're going to see our whole real estate team. Everybody going to be talking, sharing. You want to get involved? That's on you, man. But it's Cole Real Estate or bust, baby. Stop playing with me. Amen. 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 So we love you. God bless you. Check it all out. That is the third or fourth link. Bro, why does everything keep disappearing? Okay, it's right there. But yeah, then follow me on Instagram if you want to see what happened to my power. You're going to want to be there, but it's my Instagram is private. So this is the right account. Unfortunately, you have to wait. A lot of you wanted to see today, so I have to go through a lot of follow requests. I'm not really the best at it, and if you hopefully you got a normal looking profile for me to accept, and it's not like throwaway account number 1522, or if it's like I want to be Josh.com, or if it's like, wait, what's at me? I'm Josh Answers number 7. That'd be really weird, but hopefully we see you there. That's my Instagram, at the Trading Fraternity. Very simple. Very simple. But check that all out, how option pricing works. Surprisingly, all of our options are up as of late. We've made a couple of option plays, but we've been doing a lot of shares in future. So check that one out there. And then finally, get the long term too. Don't sleep on the long term. It kills it. It kills it, baby. Stop playing with me. And then finally, the prayer request wall, baby. Let's go. Chad, you know why I'm here today? Because you prayed for me, Chad. So thank you for all the prayers. It works all the time, bro. It's a blessing that we're all here together. And if you've been a part of the community or maybe you're new to it, you don't know. But what we do is we root for everybody. And I pray for every single person. This is a tradition me, my mom, and the rest of the Chads have upheld here for years now. So it's very simple, man. If it can't flow through you, it won't flow to you. We're wishing the best for all of you. I hope you know we're praying for you. Even if you don't fill it out, I'm going to pray for you too, man. And we're wishing all success for every single one of you. So God bless you and thank you. And if you ever want to do something for me, man, all you got to do is pray for me. Very simple. Very, very simple. That's all I could ever ask for, unless you like the video or share the stream. That's about it. So God bless you and thank you, baby. Amen, amen. Amen, amen, baby. Let's go. But Chattadonia, that is the day. That is the day. That is the day. So Yeah, I think that's the. I actually do have to get going. I wish I did have a PHILO planned and some other things, but some other things clearly came up. So that's where we have our problem today. But here, let me give you a classic. Let me give you a classic, okay? Let me give you a classic, and then we'll wrap it up. Amen, amen. Buying gold in Africa. Oh, wait, I don't count it up. Oh, my gosh. Chatadonia. God bless you all. God bless you all. I'm surprised we made it to the bell. You know that? I'm surprised we made it to the bell. You know what I'm saying? It's good, bro. It's good. We made it. We made it. We made it, man. I'm excited. I'm excited that we made it. Why Uncle's music isn't on YouTube anymore. It should be on YouTube. What do you mean? It's all on... What? How did you... No, it is on... What do you mean, bro? Why'd you scare me like that? I got Uncle right here, bro. You got everything. You got everything, bro. You got these. That's just a video, but you got to go to, like, albums and singles. Oh, wait. Where is it all? Wait, no. Where are the rest of them? Am I tripping? I think it's hard to find. No. Yeah, they're right here. They put them as music videos. Yeah, you got to go through all the music videos. That's weird. Yeah, Path, I think, just had an earnings beat. Where does album? No, there should be more. No stop loss. Beautiful play. Wait, why is there only one? Where does the rest of it? You know? Yeah, wait, where's all the other ones, though? That's weird. It should have the that's weird. Where are the rest of them? I will say hi to Uncle. You got diamonds on there. I don't know. You could get the songs, but I don't know why the whole that whole album should show up. Very weird. That's weird because usually I've been playing most of them all from here, but it's like it kept up a couple songs. I don't know what's Let me see. Oh, all of the songs are there. Just it's kind of hard to find.
Yo, you like this one?
I do like this one. That's so weird. You just got to hunt for it a little bit. Yeah, or you could go on Spotify. Oh, my bad. But anyways, Adobe's up, Path is up, but Chad, that's it. I got to get going. We got a couple of things to do. So be on the watch list. You'll hear the update. You want to know what happened? You want me to give you a spoiler alert? You want me to give you a spoiler alert? I could give you a spoiler alert. All right, you want me to spoil it for you? Do you promise you're gonna click on the watch list and you're gonna like the video? If I tell you now, you're not gonna be lazy. That's all I'm asking from you. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do, and just watch it. You gotta watch it through too, so YouTube don't think that you're a bot. Okay, you gotta make sure you watch it through. You know, give your boy some watch time on there. Okay, and then I'm gonna talk about some other shit too. Now we got a lot to talk about, but I'm gonna spoil it, a little bit of it for you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? What we can confirm today, a nefarious actor went to my house and ripped out my power panel thingy. And my power was purposely sabotaged by somebody today. Do I know them? No, I do not know them. But it's there's a lot. I don't know if I could post. I got videos. We got a lot of crazy shit. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I already checked the cameras. I didn't piss off anybody. I don't think I pissed. I think I pissed off WAL. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Full on. Somebody came to my house at 7:13 a.m. in the morning to rip out my power. Yes, we do have it caught on camera, caught on tape, live and direct from the source. Oh, man. Yeah. So you're going to get to hear. You'll get to hear. I will show you it. We'll give you more pictures on the watch list. I'll show you what I can. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what you got. But, Chad, I do have to get going. So I love you. And thank you again for being here. Tomorrow should run a lot smoother. So I think we're going to be good. And I love you. And I hope you know you're blessed. And Chatadonia, I'm going to see you tonight on the watch list, okay? Okay, I'm going to see you on the watch list, and I'm going to see you bright and early in the morning. So thank you guys again for being here. And don't forget why we show up every day, baby. Okay? Why we show up every day. Why we don't back down. Why we always got a smile on our face. It don't matter, baby, what it is, and why that faith, hope, and love ain't ever going out of style, baby. Why? Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory, and through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. Woo! So, Chad, I'll see you on the watch list on the next episode. And get ready, man. Day 5, bro. Day 5. It's an honor to be here. I will see you all very, very shortly. Have a wonderful night, and let's get ready for Thursday and Friday, baby. But I love you, Chad. Thank you again, and peace out. We appreciate that, but they're trying to get Josh. Did they take him out? I'm just kidding. I just wanted to take him out to get ice cream. It's okay. Oh, we're still alive or breathing. Oh, I haven't got to smell you in a long time. You smell good. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, I gotta get going. I love you, Chad. I'll see you in the morning. The mayhem, AM, PM, Arco. Okay, love you. Peace out. Good morning. Hello.